Hey guys, and welcome to the 2026 season of Halloween Villages. Yes, welcome back. The winter-spring hiatus is finally over. My Michaels just got their Spooky Town stock in, and we are ready to get rolling. And as always, I like to start things off with a bang. And I've got a treat to start us off here. So, this is the Decay's Roller Rink Rave. So, before getting into the piece here, let me do some housekeeping real quick and kind of discuss what this season's going to look like. So, last year I kind of went ghost in the middle of the summer because I was actually without a camera for a couple months, but I got a new one, and this year should proceed as scheduled. So basically from now through summer, I will be doing reviews of the new for 2026 Lemax Spooky Town Villages. I'll be starting with the Michaels exclusives, and then Lemax is actually sending me 6 of the new mainline pieces that I'll get to afterwards. And once I'm done with the new buildings, I'm going to try to squeeze in a couple of retired pieces. And I'm actually looking to possibly do some of the holiday items that Lemax has for their Christmas line, because Lemax, their offerings this year for both Halloween and Christmas are stacked. So we're going to have a very fun season, and with all that out of the way, let's get to the star of the show here, Decay's Roller Rink Rave. So this piece is basically a Spooky Town version of some of the ice skating rinks Lemax has done in their Christmas line. So Lemax, for the holidays, they have a ton of the ice skating pieces with the magnetized figures that move around. Sometimes they're smaller table pieces, other times they're bigger with lights and sound. And this is kind of the Spooky Town counterpart, though. This isn't ice skating, of course, it's roller skating. So let's talk about how the piece comes here, because there's actually quite a bit of assembly that you have to do on this piece. So here is what the rink looks like fresh out of the box without any of the attachable components. And here are all of the parts that go on it. So you got the actual skaters here, and then you also have these light up trees that go on the back. So what you're going to do is on the actual rink, you have these musical notes. This is where you're going to place the figures. Now, you can arrange them in any way you want, but they're magnetized. So you stick them on, and then they'll start moving on the track. Again, it's the same mechanism as the ice skating rinks in the Christmas line. So they'll move around, and it's whisper quiet operation, by the way. Sometimes these animated pieces can be noisy. This one is very quiet. And something important to note is, this is one of those cycling pieces that needs to be powered off with a switch. So what will happen is when you turn it off with the switch, the figures will start moving around with the lights and sound. But once you turn it off, the figures will keep moving for a bit and won't fully power off until they go back to their starting position. So do not just kill the power on this one, as this is a common failure point on the skating pieces. So power it off with a switch and let it go back to its starting position. So you have the animation here, but you can also see there's a ton of lighting. So you have the rink lights that flash on and off, and then you have the actual DJ with the stage lights. So it's a very spectacular piece all the way around, and it's got an awesome soundtrack too. So Lemax this year, they really took the criticisms people had with the audio the past couple years, namely with the dialogue, and they really reined it in this year. So this one has a very groovy soundtrack. It's not super spooky necessarily, but it's very thematic, and I'll play it at the end here. So one of the really fun details here are these posters on the rink that are lit up. So you have the Totally Terrifying Haunted House, Ghouls Just Want to Have Fun Boutique, Gag Me with the Spook Yogurt Shop, the Rad Monster Makeovers, and the Gnarly Gourd Pub and Grill, which is a reference to a piece that they made a few years ago. So the theme of this piece is that of an 80s style roller rink. In fact, the DJ here is actually wearing the Thriller outfit, so it's clearly an 80s pop culture homage. Now, whenever I first saw this piece, I thought about what this would theme with, because I initially kind of considered it a kind of a standalone sort of piece, but then the more I thought about it, the Nightmares video from last year, which was the old video store piece, which I did a video on that one, and I really loved. And also the arcade that was a Michaels exclusive last year. Both of those, I think, actually would look awesome with this rink, to have like a cool 80s/90s, retro Halloween theme. And it would make for a super fun theme, especially because it looks like Michaels is actually going to carry the Nightmare video in store this year. So if you want to get this piece and haven't gotten the Nightmares video from last year, you would do well to get it alongside the rink. Alright guys, let the fun begin. So, let me know what y'all think of this piece below. I think it's a lot of fun. Again, this is a huge 80s throwback piece, and I imagine it's going to be a big hit at Michaels, especially with some of the older collectors in the hobby who grew up in the 80s and went roller skating. So again, it's a ton of fun, and it's a great showpiece. So thank y'all very much for tuning in. I am looking forward to having an awesome season. And a tease, well, what I'm going to talk about next time, we're going to try to contact the dead. So until then, here is the roller rink with the sound.